Okay, we will be talking about the human smart cities, and the human smart cities is exactly, as we say here, the co-creation of a better and happier society. A city where the technology exists is quite important, but even more important than the technology is the added value, is the benefit that it comes to the citizens. The citizens are really the focus, and we do that bringing together the interaction, supporting the interaction between citizens and the governments in the co-design and co-creation of new services using the My Neighborhood platform. And the My Neighborhood platform is integrated on the FI-ware, is hosted on the FI-ware. We are doing this in Europe, and we have already created a movement with about 100 cities and extending it to Brazil as well, where there are great enthusiasm to reproduce what the human smart city is.
So in the Lisbon use case, we used My Neighborhood places. It's a directory from the neighborhood places, the points of interest, that is maintained with the user content. So how can the challenge was, how could FI-ware help us in this challenge? Okay, so the answer from how can we have content on the newborn neighborhood in the platform? So the key is the open data. We know that in cities we have a lot of open data that is relevant at neighborhood level. So using FI-ware, we're testing this use case to have a data set from tourism domain, another one from the mobility domain, and even other data sources that use in Citadel and the tools that help us to convert source of information in open data. We tested to place all this information in the FI-ware and using My Neighborhood to consume this data. So we can have all the platform with a lot of information, with with no effort at all.
The whole point of integrating Citadel into FI-ware is that Citadel gives you the tools so that normal citizens, small municipalities, environmental associations, anybody can enter into the world of open data, not just big cities and their official data. Easy to use tools that are online allow any group to be able to organize their data and publish it on a FI-ware CCAN platform and then be accessed by platforms such as My Neighborhood. This opens up the question of open data and the cloud infrastructure in general to the whole territory. Who is going to manage it? We need to explore, we need to work with regions, with groups of cities, so that the data resources, the data of a territory can become a common resource open for all.